All right, hey everybody, it's LC here with Publix Eye Outdoors. Once again, we are going to do a little breakdown of a new product. So I noticed that a lot of guys like to see these videos here on the different products that I use, and so I like to bring these to you and kind of break down what I'm using my gear for, and why I choose what I choose to use. So once again, we have another Mystery Ranch product here. As you're familiar with the channel at all, you know that I enjoy the Mystery Ranch lineup in packs, and I've got a couple of them already, and I just recently grabbed another one. And hopefully this is going to kind of take care of that whole realm of pack sizes that I'm going to need. So with this coming year, I am going to try and get out and do a elk hunt. So the packs that I have now are just not quite, I mean, you could do it if you're going to run and gun day hunt, you know, just a quick hunt here and there, just out of the truck, and these would work fine for that. But I think I'm going to do some backcountry out of my pack kind of hunting for days on end. So I needed something a little bit more convenient and size-wise a little bigger. So the packs that I have in that are lineup are at this point right now would be the mule. I got this one a couple years ago. This was actually the first pack that I ever purchased from Mystery Ranch. This is just the mule. Very small day pack, but very well constructed, and it does the job for those in and out kind of hunts that you might be running into. I do use this pack quite a bit for turkey hunting. It works really well for turkey hunting because you can just flip this off the top here and the sides and throw that turkey down in the center there, and your decoys and stuff, and slap it back together, and you're on your way. So it works really well for something like that. But I've also used it for deer hunting too. So that's the mule. Small day pack, just a single compartment pack basically. There's a little bit of a pouch on the front, but that's about it. The next one that I ran up to was the Pintler. The Pintler is the next size up from that mule. It gives you a little bit more flexibility as far as compartmentization. You've got a lid here, or not a lid, but a top zipper compartment. And the nice thing about this one here is that it has a 3-zipper system where it zips to the side and then down the center, so you can actually get into this pack right in the front and utilize the whole thing being open just like this. So that works really well. It has more room than the mule and a little bit more compartmentization than the mule, and it has really proven to be a very good pack for me in the last year or so. So that's the two that I started out with. But like I said, those two were just not size-wise for what I need for a multiple day hunt, which I will probably be getting into with a elk hunt. So we went ahead and ordered one of their big flagship packs, and there's actually 3 that I would call their flagship packs. That would be the Metcalf, the new Beartooth 80, and the one that I purchased, the Marshall. Okay, the Marshall is basically a Metcalf with a few other extras on it. Size wise, you're looking at 6,400 cubic inches, so you don't have quite the flexibility, I don't think, with the Metcalf that you do with this. Now the biggest one that they make, this one weighs in at 7.1 pounds. Okay, it's on the Guidelight MT frame, which is their newest frame. The old frame was the one that I have here on the Pintler and the Mule. So if you notice here, we just have the single runs in the hip strap, so it's all one piece. And then on the outside here, you also have a strap. Okay, so this strap was starting to be a problem for a lot of guys because they wanted to put extra pockets and pouches and stuff on this end, but when you would undo it, everything would slide down and kind of fall off, and you'd have to readjust it and put everything into its place. So it being a small issue for a lot of guys, it still was an issue, which from the packs from the start up to 2019, I believe, all have these straps on them for the most part. Okay, I'm not sure about the Metcalf. I'm not sure if the Metcalf still had the external straps on there or not. But when we get into the Marshall here, they have taken care of that problem with the 5-point belt system, which basically is 5 different sections of this waist belt. So you've got the 2 pads here, which are formed for your hip. You've got 2 structurally sound here on the side, and then you've got your main center. Okay. The nice thing about this hip belt now is that the webbing, the strap around the belt, the waist, is now internal. It runs inside of that, so you don't have that strap falling down every time you undo it. And if you had pockets on there, it would, take that weight, and they would slack up and fall down on you, and maybe dump some of your stuff if it wasn't shut up. So they really listened to the customers on this MT frame. They made this strap system internal in here, so it's really nice and utilizes this hip belt very well. You got MOLLE webbing here on the outside, so you can attach other things like like a hip pouch for your rangefinder or whatever you might want on your side. So that was really cool. That's the thing I love about Mystery Ranch. They actually listen and will accommodate what their customers are giving them as far as information. So a really great step in the right direction as far as I'm concerned with Mystery Ranch and their packs. So there you see that Guide MT frame. Once again, you have your shoulder lifts here, and then inside of here, if you undo this, you can take out that, just like all of the Mystery Ranch packs, they've got on their frames, they've got that adjustable frame. Here you can see the marks here in the center, so you can adjust that and put that to your likeness if you want that riding a little bit lower, or your torso is a little bit taller or shorter. You can adjust this for your torso so it rides where you want that to be on your hip. So very nice adjustability to these packs. This pack here has so many features, it's crazy. And we'll just kind of run through a couple of them here. And I'll give you some shots of the different compartments and things like that. And we're just going to go ahead and kind of utilize this pack tonight and kind of stuff it so you can see just exactly what these compartments are capable of doing and how they can be utilized for your best distribution of weight and stuff like that. So starting out here, we've got the top. So you've got your lid here, your pack lid basically. And what the nice thing about this lid is, it's got two separate compartments. So you've got one. Well, they even give you a knife sharpener. Isn't that cool? Huh. It's got a compartment on both sides. Okay. So you can actually fill this up with whatever you need to get to right away. Okay, so one of the main things that I would probably put in there is my rain gear. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw some of this stuff in there just to give you an idea of the shape of this thing and what you can utilize it for. I just received this pack, so you know, this is not in the field breakdown of, this is just a product review of what it has feature wise, and as far as durability and stuff like that, I have put those packs to the test, and I have not had any issues with Mystery Ranch, and if you do, they will take care of it for you. But there you have, you know, I got my rain gear. Those easily fit in one side, and I can put my kill kit and other things on the other side. But the nice thing about this pack, this lid, okay, is that it's actually doubles as a little small day pack. So if I want to hook this harness up, I can actually use this for a day pack. It's got little shoulder straps that come out here, and you can hook this up, and these are all tied up so they're not extended out, so I can put it on. But basically that's what you would have, is just a small day pack right there that you can carry in if you didn't want to take your whole pack in on a stock. Say you're going through and you're in a stocking situation right off the bat and you need to drop gear, you can drop this off. You've got your stuff in this lid, throw on these straps, and you're ready to rock with what you need. If you have to follow that deer or elk or whatever it may be for, you know, a few hundred yards or a mile or two, you can actually do that and not have to take all your pack with you, and you can stealth hunt with this small lid. You could actually use that too as a rifle, like a rifle bag. You know, if you had enough gear or enough coats or whatever, you could actually put your rifle down in there and steady your rifle off of that too. So something really cool about this pack is that lid. I really love that feature of this pack. It has the capability of carrying a ton of gear. If you can see that right there, this all the way out, you could run this fully loaded that much, and then just cinch this top up and put your lid on, and you're good to go. You could throw a quarter in there. But the nice thing about these Mystery Ranch packs is they have the meat shelf on the inside, so you don't have to do that inside your pack with your meat. So you've got the meat shelf on the inside of this thing. You just unbuckle this, a few straps on the sides here that will come unbuckled. Okay. And just like that. So you just have to undo a couple of buckles here on the bottom, and then you have your load shelf right there. Simple. It's got a little, instead of having to lift that over like you did with the old Pintlers and stuff like that, you had that whole section of fabric. With this one now, you just have a buckle, and that rides right here on the corners of the frame. So this MT Guidelight MT frame is basically the same frame, but it's very, very well constructed and beefed up more than the old style of frame. So there again, you have the capability of a load shelf. There we go. And just like that, all we got to do is rebuckle everything and you're ready to go. So very easy, convenient way of running this pack for your meat shelf. Let me get these all buckled up here again. A lot of buckles to these packs. The bigger packs have a lot of buckles to them, but once you start to understand and learn how the pack works, they're not that overwhelming at all. So, okay, these will go to the top there. Okay, and there you have it again. So now, a couple other features to this this Marshall. You have the main compartment all the way down if you want to use it and utilize it that way. Otherwise, you can section this out at the bottom. There's a big section here at the bottom that folds out. It's got a zipper on it. You unzip that and you can actually, inside there will be a flap, a material flap here that will hook into the backside, the frame part of this pack, and section off the top section from the bottom section. So what that means is you can have all of your camping gear. Say you have, let's just grab a couple things here. I've got my mattress here. You can put that in there, okay? That separate compartment on the bottom from the top compartment. So here I can start loading up all of my gear in the order that I want to be able to get to it. Now the nice thing about this pack also is you really don't need to worry too much about where you're putting things, because you can get to this inside of this pack from multiple areas. So you have the top here that you can get into it from. Okay, so we'll start throwing some stuff in here real quick. Got my sleeping pad. We'll put that down in there. Okay. And say you had some other gear that and you're just stuffing this in. I'm just using these as examples. This is not really what I would be throwing in here. But if I got another tent or a sleeping bag or something that's big and bulky, I can get in there. This is going to kind of give you an idea how big this pack can get. So there I have basically 3 sleeping bags and a sleeping mattress in there right now. So that fills up quite a bit of this pack already, but I still have a ton of room in here to put more stuff. But for example, we're just going to call that good for now. On the front here, you'll see it has 2 separate pouches on each side. So we have a pouch here on this side, and we have a separate pouch here on this side. So you can actually put a full-size spotting scope in here if you wanted to. Get that down in there. Okay, that's my big Cabela's Instinct HD spotting scope. Okay, I've got the spotting scope in that side. So if I wanted to put, say, a jet boil in there or another jacket, you could put a jacket in here. Let's see what we got here. So if you wanted to put a jacket in here that you wanted to get to real quick, you can stuff a jacket in here. All right. There we go. And there you have your 2 compartments on the outside. Spotting scope, jacket. You can put you've got the two pouches here on the sides for your tripods, or say you have a water bottle that you want to fit down in there, you can actually do that too. So these side compartments are really nice size too. They're not small, so you can get a pretty good size amount of product in there. So there I have a water bottle in there. I've got my tripod in here. I've got my spotting scope in here. I've got an extra jacket in here. But where I was going with this was, the nice thing about this pack is you have access to the inside of this from the sides also. So if I need to get in here and pull something out of the side of this pack, I can do that right here. So we'll undo. We don't even really have to undo, but if you wanted to undo these straps here, they're holding in your tripod, and then you zip this down, and right here, boom, I can access anything inside of this pack from the side. Okay, very handy. It also has a compartment bag sack inside of here, so you can actually put stuff right inside this pack, and that stuff's away right inside that main pack really nicely. There again, I have that access to the inside from the side of this pack on both sides, not just one side, just at both sides. So here again, I can get into the side of this pack from right here. You just have to undo these side buckles, and there again, we are inside from the side. Very nice, easy access to anything inside that you need to get to without pulling everything out of the top of this thing. So here again, your bow or gun, whichever you're working with, can strap to the side. They give you two of the compression straps with this pack. You can order these separate and add to it. They give you two, but you can put up to 3 or 4, I believe, on this. So let's see if I can. They got all these tied up, but so if you have your bow, which I have here, you can set that right down inside of that center, and you can have your straps. Let me get this. So I can run this strap, but there's one there. Undo that holder, and we got another one right here. So I would need to undo this one here too. Give me a little bit more slack on this side, because this base of this bow is a little bit wider on the bottom than on the top, obviously. Okay, and right there, I have my bow strapped in here, ready to go. So I've got quite a bit of stuff in here. Obviously, this is not utilized the way it would normally be if I was backpacking in. I would have obviously some lighter stuff in here and not these big bulky. But I wanted to put these in here so you could see the structure of this pack and see how big this pack is. So right there, that pack will actually stand up by itself. I've got to grab my light or my lid. Lock your lid in there. Then you can. And right there, you've got everything together. Pack, bow, top, everything. The frame on this thing is very well built. Like I said, it's very comfortable. I have had it on I don't want to knock all my stuff off the walls. I can tell you it's very, very comfortable. And I haven't even adjusted it out of the box yet. So that hip frame, you can just feel it snug up to you. It's got like a memory foam, I think, in it. So it's going to shape nicely to your hip bones and things like that over the course of time. So but you can suck that up nice and tight. And there you go. You're ready to go. Like I said, I would probably adjust this just a little bit shorter. It's not too bad right now, but it is riding on my hips a little more than I like. So I can shorten that up with my torso, movement on this pack. But there you go. You have your whole week's supply or better of living essentials on your back. So here's another really cool feature to this pack. You can make this pretty much as small as a day pack if you have to, for storage, or even just downsizing it so you can use it as a day pack if that's the only pack that you want to buy. But you can see here I have this down with all the straps cinched in and utilized. I can cinch this all down into about the same size as my Pintler. So you can really condense this down for, say you want to put them in a storage bin. I can put that huge pack in the same size compartment as my Pintler or my mule. So there I would have all three packs in a storage system, and then when I needed them, I could take them out, and this pack is there again, condensed down very quickly and easily to the size of the smaller packs. We're going to put this pack to the test hopefully this year with an elk, and we'll hopefully bring that hunt to you here in a few months. But it's going to move fast, and we're going to have to get ready pretty soon. So, but we got some other hunts coming up before that. We got some turkey hunts and stuff that we can hopefully entertain you with, and we'll get ready for that elk season when it gets here. So anyway, thanks for watching Public's Eye Outdoors. Stay safe out there in your hunts, everybody, and we'll catch you on the next video.